that's why today we
the average person, I would say get your board.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, so we keep talking about what's happening in Abuja, the FCT election. FCT decides 2026, and we've been taking a quick look on all that's been happening. The results are already, coming in. Coalition is ongoing right now as we speak. And that's where things stand. So welcome back to the show, everybody. If you've not subscribed, please do subscribe as we cover events happening in Nigeria. Yeah, okay. So let's move on. This is as we all know, there was the election that happened today, in Abuja. And that's where things stand. Results have started to come in, and there's been different observations with respect to the elections. Okay, the village boy has finally been sent packing from the city. FCT decides the name you call your child matters. Okay, let's see village boys. Oh, is this for real? Okay, no comment with this one. Let's just keep moving. FCT decides. I'm looking at the latest and nothing much. Let me see the top results. There was this interview that was granted just a few moments ago by the candidate contesting. That's what's his name again? Okay, let me see that. Okay, yeah, this is this guy saying that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. if some of your agents were beaten and Unsokwe, it's relatively peaceful, but you had your agents beaten, I mean, have you filed any report on that one? Oh, they just beat them and fine, I don't know. Okay. Okay. Wow. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Yeah, but you also said that they beat up your guys. So you're not giving us the name, the event, the time, and all that. Yeah, because there was that report that they saw someone, again, just one individual. So again, I wouldn't say that that's a reflective of ADC, but again, at the same time, a pocket of people doing one thing here and there doesn't reflect also the whole picture of the party that you're actually facing off on. Okay. Oh. No, but you don't sound like it. Oh, sound like you're the next chair. You don't sound like you're the one that is leading. I'm just saying. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay, so again, that was a very, very low energy interview. I Let's see what happens. Okay, so what's the update? Can you update of the FCT AMAC election as of now? Well, the election included the Abuja Municipal Area Council, so that's where everybody's focus is on at the moment. Okay, let's just get that straight. Now, there were other, I think, around 6 other council area that had elections, but everybody was focused on Dr. Moore. And as of the latest, now this is what's happened. INEC has started uploading polling results to its IRF portal for public viewing. Again, for AMAC, specifically around 57 to 60% of results, 809 out of 1401 polling unit had been uploaded as of approximately 6:30 p.m. Okay, no official winner has been declared yet for the AMAC chairmanship or overall council results by INEC. Collation continues at registration area and INEC's headquarters, with declaration expected later or in the coming hours. Very early. I think very early Sunday morning, we should be able to get what the result is. The process has been described as likely peaceful, though with widespread low voters turnout. Low voters turnout, everybody complained about that. Obi's party, okay, has complained about that. Dr. Moore has complained about that. Wike himself, Wike, the ringleader, has also complained about that. Many areas had low voters turnout. There was logistic issues. Okay, yeah, isolated incidents. So again, there's no widespread ballot snatching, but we see key early and partial insight for AMAC. Okay, results are trickling in from individual polling units with mixed outcome reported across. Okay, let's see. APC has shown strength in several reported units. That's in line with what I've seen so far. I think APC might be sweeping a lot of those places, but we'll wait for that. It's not official. Okay, it's not official yet. Okay, we'll wait and then we'll see what happens. But again, I'll go back on X to see what people are posting. But it seems like where you have individual polling units, so those guys that are ADC, they're actually showing results that are favorable to ADC. Those guys that are APC, they're also showing results that is favorable to APC. And yeah, that's the way it goes. But we have to wait for the official report before we can conclude who the winner is. But most likely, I think things are going towards APC. APC has shown strength in several reported units. ADC has also shown notable wins. Okay, ADC defended APC in early reported units. We have one at Sonia Abacha Estate, who say Zone 4. Okay, where, this is just 10 votes, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see. Low turnout has been the real problem here. Okay, early incomplete snapshot from medias. Okay, we can see that. So again, that's the update that you've got for the election as it's happening right now. We'll see what happens with that one. We just listened to this guy, Dr. Moore. He's the chairman candidate for ADC for AMAC, and he's saying that there were a lot of vote buying. I think that's a default right now. Anything is vote buying, and I think that if there's actually real vote buying, I think there could be a case. There could really be a case, but if you want to actually build a case, then you have to actually have solid evidences. You have to have individuals that the police can go carry. One of them prosecute, as you go. But again, that's my own thought. Yeah, so that's that with respect to FCT decides. Now, let me see what's happening. Let me see if there are any latest result coming. People are just posting stuff on popular opinion. Let me see if there's any real news. FCT decides. APC, okay. Honorable Bashar Ahmed. Oh, was he actually running for anything? Let me see what's happening. Ramadan Day. Okay, let's see. This confirmed atrocity uploaded on IREV. Mom, go tell your mom. When they were asking you, didn't tell us. Sorry about that. Let's see. ADC. Okay, confirm atrocity. So this is an example of an atrocity being confirmed. Now we don't know. This is allegedly a report, okay, coming out. So it might not be. Now they're saying that ADC had 17, it was changed to 6. APC had 0, it was changed to 80. Where is this? Let me see this one. Okay, Guarimpa, right? That's the name. Let me see. So ADC had 6 here. It was 4, it was changed to 6. APC, 80. There's no confirmed atrocity here. Me or any atrocity in B now. What's this guy talking about? 93 total votes. I mean, if it was real atrocity, you would see it, right? You're saying APC had 0. I mean, that's not plausible. Again, people come online and just ADC 0 to 80. How did they turn ADC 0 to 80? And how did they turn ADC 17? 17? I don't see 17 here. Sorry. I'm sorry, I don't see that. Again, you just have to be careful what people are actually, putting out. If there's any confirmed atrocity, then let's see it. You have your days in court and we'll see that. Okay, 5 steps to protect your vote after casting it. Vote is just the beginning in FCT area. Your participation. Okay, no, I'm not looking at that one. By now, the political parties should be in charge of their vote. Look at this. Just in congratulations to everyone. Dr. Mo will be declared. Okay, let's see, where is this one coming from? We don't know. Look at the handle, even of those involved. Okay, let's see. Nothing really. APC gave voters 4,000 to vote for their candidate. What's this? Who is this one? At Aji Musti. APC gave voters 4,000 to vote for their candidates, and people actually obliged. There's poverty and there's lack of common sense. Well, that's your opinion. Where am I? Okay, that's it. What's happening here? Fella called Caterpillar for damaging his car. Okay, that's not what I want to see. Okay, nothing. There's a lot of the village boy versus the city boy. That's one of the things. Some Wike is also trending. And we'll see about that. Now, there's this interview that is actually happening right now. FCT area council, people don't trust the process. Polling units were empty. Wow, that's not good. Update on FCT polls. This was 2 hours ago. Let me see if I can see this.
That's okay. Amak, Kuje, Buhari, Kwali, Abaji, and Gwagwalada area councils. And we'll be linking up with them for more updates on the council polls meant to elect chairmen and councillors as collation begins amid reports of poor voter turnout around the nation's capital. Meanwhile, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, on Saturday toured several polling units across Abuja to monitor the conduct of the area council elections, beginning from Lagos Crescent in the Garki 2 districts of Abuja and extending to Karo, Karshi, and KTD.
Material like, when you see somebody's speech, why not take time and get his speech and understand what was said?
As FCT Minister Nyesom Wike talking about the controversial curfew period that was put in place in the nation's capital, Abuja, and then, of course, the holiday that was declared on Friday, which has got a whole lot of citizens, saying that they were unhappy about it, and it's a precedence that has never been set before. Well, joining us now is Arise News Chief Correspondent Ferdinand Duroha, who has been covering the elections for Arise News since the polls opened earlier in the morning. Thank you so much, Ferdinand. Talk to us exactly where you are at the moment and what is going on right there.
All right, thank you so much, Samna. Well, quite an interesting day. Well, it's been a long one. When I say long one, I mean trying to follow up with activities even from the point where, INEC began the distribution, and of course, up until this point. Well, right now, we are in Gwagwalada, and to be very precise, we are in Kutumku 1, and it is where the collation is indeed happening for, the polling booths around this area. Well, I must say, it's been quite peaceful. However, well, you did mention quite earlier on in your introduction there that without a doubt, we did see plenty of voter apathy. Now, you take a look at at what we've
and that's it. In Cotton, I mean, that's the whole theme of this voters apathy. You can't even come out to say it was vote buying. I mean, how many people? If APC, if any party can actually vote buy massively, then there's a problem. I think it's just that people are tuned out. The level of operation by the opposition in this current administration has been painfully bad. And that's coming from me. That's, again, I support the possibility of having a firm opposition. There's no way democracy thrives when the oppositions are very weak and disorganized and scattered as what we have in Nigeria today. They're not even trying at all. One opposition here. They are not trying at all. And once you have that they are not giving them band to band, if APC is this bad, you have to meet them with not just the same energy, but a higher energy. But I don't see that energy from the opposition party, unfortunately. Okay.
During the hours of voting, and of course, you take a look at the forms right now, well, you will see that in most of the areas, well, less than 10% of the registered voters did come out. Now, we are...
That's very poor, 10%. 10%. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. The opposition being very, very weak. Breaking, the national coordinator of the Village Boy movement, whatever it is, apologized to Nigeria. This Village Boy movement was a reaction to the City Boy movement. We all know Obi Kubana and his likes. This one was for ADC, Peter Obi's wing. He said, Village Boy movement apologized to Nigeria. This Village Boy movement has not even spent up to a month and denounced ADC on a live X space few hours ago. What?
An emergency. Oma, I told them today, they should monitor this election. Not be where Atiku go carry this Dr. Mo, raise his hand, all this Hausa dominated area. Not be where I live in Sulejana and I know Abuja very well.
Okay.
All this losing, you will see 80 votes. Not be where Rufai and Atiku carry Dr. Mo go. These people. And people even leave Dr. Mo. May Atiku introduce them to his brothers. We don't even want to push that agenda. I tell them saying that the agenda cannot start a push. Atiku carry and go this Guarimpa and all these places where they lose heavily. I know Abuja very well. I know Hausa dominated area. Not be where Dr. Mo they lose so. These people they blame PO of all these things. Come, say propaganda don't say Dr. Mo even losing polling unit. See, I know they're ready to do this.
No, but I think I like to he won his polling units actually.
Everybody will invest for me because of all this nonsense coalition. What I do with these people. I use this opportunity to say, please, I'm sorry.
Damn.
I don't know
what?
That's what these people did. These guys, they say more deadly than all these APC niggas. I'm sorry, I beg. I don't do with them again. I don't even do this again.
Oh, boy. After how many days, bro? What's it now? Wow. Wow. This guy's not even started, though. Village Boy movement. He never even starts. He's apologizing already. Yeah, thanks, Tolokwe. Welcome to the show. Wow. He has not even started saying I apologize. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's crazy, man. Randy Peter, where they recite governors and their name is now a cash TVs. What is this one? Let me see. I mean, this guy has been up and running, up and doing for, this thing. Let me see what's happening.
That is getting me very mad in Nigeria that
Mm-hmm.
people that are failed in their private life,
Yeah.
that you cannot trace anything meaningful to their private life, that they were successful, that this is who they are.
Yeah.
Before we suddenly spring up and use activism to gain popularity.
Oh.
And from there, they started calling themselves activists, fighting for people that don't know anything. All what they just do is to criticize the government
Yeah.
on any issue that they barely know nothing about.
Yeah, no idea.
It is sometimes more worrisome, and that even if they know the truth, but because they believe that the lies they are going to lie will be against the government,
Yeah.
they are ready to continue in that direction.
Okay.
Just to keep their base
Active. Again, I agree with what this guy is saying, and I won't I won't listen to everything. Yeah. We've gotten to a situation in Nigeria right now that let me just put this down so that you guys can, we've gotten to a situation in Nigeria right now that for you to really, trend, you just have to say anything bad about whoever, government, people in power and all that. And that's what that's what sells now. If I want to go viral tomorrow, just come out and say, this one, you're a thief, this one, you're a bad, this and all that. And that's it. Kotomo, what's the hero? Unfortunately, that's the reality. The only good we gifted to Peter Obi by the obedient to package him as the best candidate and his strategy meant to sell Nigeria to defeat the president, Tinubu, has actually been destroyed with his intentional lies. It only worked in 2023 because we really do not have enough time to fact check him. But prior to 2027 elections, we've known more than what we need to know about him. And that's why his market to become president will be unsellable. Well, again, and I don't know about that because 2023, if you have done your research, you would have known that this guy wasn't really, very unreasonable. Okay, I'm very unreasonable. Oh, that's your point of view. What's your area of reason? The fact that you guys can win just a simple election. At the end of the day, it's not just about APC is bad, vote for us. People want to see Kini Konti ADC would do for them. That's just the reality. It's not just APC is bad, Tinubu is evil, vote for us. No. That's why people didn't come out. I'm not surprised that àwọn jáde láti wá vote for ADC the way they should. I'm not surprised because ADC has not been able to compel people to come out and give them that vote and that trust. You can say, oh, APC is a bad this thing, Wike is evil, Wike is not doing his job the way he should. Again, you have your right to criticize the government. Nobody's going to take that right away from you. But for you to wrestle power from these guys, if you are really serious, it's not just all these things that these guys are doing. Seriously.
Because if you look at one of the biggest drain to our foreign exchange, which is affecting both our reserve and our exchange rate, is the foreign exchange.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything about that one. Okay. I'm not going to say anything about that one. But we're going to move on. Stay calm. We don't need agents. We have 3 C's: competence, character, and capacity. We bought groundnut from Market Woman and we can shout very well with camera pointing at us. This is one of the new. If you can't provide agents for local government election, I don't know again. Don't tell me that ADC didn't have agents. Let's listen to this, madam. She's now in politics right now. Okay.
It will well. It will be well.
It will be well. That's poor man's prayer. It go better na poor man's prayer. At least she's done activism for how many years now? Since the days of Chibok girls, she's been out there.
We won't continue like this. Nigeria will not continue like this.
What does that even mean?
It will well. It will be well. We won't continue like this. Nigeria will not continue like that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. 1 hour ago, we've done it. Congratulations to all ADC coalition. I don't know if this is live from, let me see this one. Let me see if I can actually get this. From ADC, it's flawless victory in Amak. That's 6 hours ago. And then this is 1 hour ago, ADC Vanguard. I actually want to see if I can get live results from here. Okay, I don't know. Don't celebrate early. Don't forget. Okay, the magic gymnastic manual coalition. When numbers begin to somersault and twist. No be lie. Okay, let's see this one. APC 20, YPP 8, and 1 vote for ADC. Yeah. If you're expecting something different, then I don't know. I mean, and that's how election works. Okay, 2 hours ago, FCT election was peaceful. 2 free and fair. 3. Killing is equals to 0. Okay, vote buying from ADC agent caught. And I don't know if this was a setup. They need to really investigate. How can people think this way? Randy has single-handedly championed election reform and National Assembly messed it up. Okay, well, I don't want to go into Randy and his optics, to be honest with you. I'll just leave it at that. And I don't want to, I mean, today we're focusing on what has happened in Abuja. Because again, I'm not the only one that is saying that the strategy of that protest was dead on arrival. Even their so-called Rattel King is saying that it was dead on arrival, which, I mean, it's just obvious, to be honest with you. If LP, Peter Obi and his party could not convincingly, convince Nigeria with facts of what happened in 2023 that he really won, okay, I don't think if you bring in electronic transmission, it's going to change anything. And that's my own opinion. And it's nothing to believe me. Yeah? So again, I'm just saying, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you have the opportunity to advise Peter Obi on more sense, even obedient emotions can't swallow it. What is this? I want to talk about what's happening. I've seen this interview. This interview was from Dr. Mo, ADC Amak candidate, and he did release a press statement after today's election in Abuja. Okay.
I'm not the right one for me. All those politicians where they can't talk stories, I'm not there. I want to talk and so I tell this man today.
Sorry, if people actually leave, their homes to vote for you, you have the responsibility to ensure that their votes count. Okay, who is this one? Chief Femi Fanikawede and I discussed El Rufai's hacking. This is not the first time. Nasra El Rufai and I were in court over hacking in 2020. I'm going to look at this later, not now, with respect to El Rufai's case. Let me see. Let me see if I can actually
protect you and be with you, my brother. You know, I saw that you went to Kaduna. I was so touched that you went to see that young lady, and you've cheered her up, and you brought the attention of millions of people to this very, very terrible plight that she and her children are facing. I'm proud of your efforts. Yeah. May God crown those efforts with great success, and we will get to the bottom of this. And you're not alone. Millions of us are with you and support you, praying for you in this endeavor. And then I also...
Why the heck are they sitting together like that? That looks pretty messed up. Why don't we joke about
notice that I believe it was Rotimi Amici that said that Nasser El-Rufai does not have the capacity or the ability to tap into the telephone of the NSA, as he himself had claimed to have done on national TV. These are extraordinary statements to make. I'm surprised you would say that, but I don't know what you think of that. What are your views about that and the whole thing generally?
I think it's just Rotimi Amici being Rotimi Amici, trying to help a friend. I mean, I know for almost a fact, I'm not going to say a fact, because you got to choose your words clearly and carefully. I believe Nasser El-Rufai has the capacity to do that, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, you see, disobedience, a lot of them don't understand human relations, and so they're very, very quick. They tend to be impulsive. Peter Obi had no better or greater friend than me. Let me just say, Senator Ben Murray Bruce, myself, and my staff.
I'm aware of that.
We propped this guy up.
I still have a lot of theory around that propping up, but again, I'll let her lie. Okay.
And like anybody that came after him, because we were doing the bidding of somebody I respected, who wanted this man to emerge as vice president of Nigeria. So anybody that came after him, we went after that person. And then Nasser El-Rufai, and if you're watching at home, the people are going to see this, right?
Yes.
If you're watching at home, you can Google this. He'd called Peter Obi a bigot. I think he called him an ethnic bigot, ethnic irredentist. Him to lie. It was just like a play on a Chinese word. And when I saw that, because I had a column on this day, and so I just said, look, Nasser shouldn't be doing this. I protected you for long. But because you come after my friend Peter Obi, I'm going to expose you today.
Right.
You sent me an email, don't forget. And in that email, southern Nigerian women were called whores. I'm telling you that. And so it was a shocking email to me, and I protected you. I never called you, I never called you what you're calling Peter Obi. But why are you now calling Peter Obi? I think he said Peter Obi deported some beggars and all of that. Look,
I remember.
People do that, I'm not saying it's right. I would never do that, but
I remember
people do that.
I remember that debate.
Yeah. So I said, listen, you did say this about southern Nigerian women. What is worse, calling? Would I say libeling half of the women of this country and calling them whores, or deporting some beggars?
I referred to that in my essay, as a matter of fact.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
Yes, so
because I'm aware of the fact that you have the email. You have the evidence.
The email because he now sued me to court.
This looks like a therapy session between the two of them. Like, for example, for these two, when it comes to politics, I'm not a fan. For Reno has not had a consistent view. He's always, jumping from here to another. But again, that's a stick, right? And it's been working out for him. And I'm not envious anyways. But these two are not really, when it comes to political ideology, because they've not really shown consistency when it comes to politics. Well, it is what it is.
Obviously, he wasn't expecting to win. He was expecting to just wear me out and make me spend money.
Right.
And I do have some money, so I hired Michael Zekome.
Right.
And Michael Zekome went to court, produced the email. The case was struck out of court.
Right.
It was struck out of court. And here's the thing. When I wrote in my Disney column that Nasser El-Rufai had called southern Nigerian women whores, there was a massive hack across not just my email, my social media, WhatsApp, everything. There was a massive hack. I'll give you. I'll give you the evidence. I'll give you all of the evidence. It was just a massive hack, and the way it was coming, like it was they were obviously using some kind of robotic device because bam, 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 and because I have two-factor
authenticator,
two-factor safety on my not just on my Yahoo, on my Facebook and all of that. They alerted me, and I have all the emails, all the.
If truly El Rufai did hack, or somebody known to El Rufai hacked NSA, then there's a serious problem. We're facing a serious problem. Because then there's been a lot of questions that the Tinubu administration has not really answered anybody. What's it alone? Who gave out the coordinates? Who gave out the coordinate of General Uba? That guy that was unceremoniously in daylight, unalived by the terrorist. Who gave it out? How come when there is to be an operation, nobody is given the knowledge of what's going to happen until after the whole banditry or terrorism operation has happened? Who are those hacking? Who are those leaking information? There was this interview, one of these guys that wrote the biography of a book about Buhari, from whatever to elder statesmen. That man said, when Buhari was alive, almost every time, no man sweep officer. Because there's either somebody spying on him, somebody listening to his conversation. And these are the questions that nobody's asking. It's quite unfortunate. How are you expected to defeat Boko Haram, Ansaru, and all these other activists if somebody is bragging on national TV that somebody he knew hacked the NSA and listened to conversation? These two charlatans shouldn't be listening to their bread seekers and have no integrity when it comes to accountability. Now, I can agree with you, Charles. I can agree with you on that one.
Now, I'm not saying it was Nasir El-Rufai that did it, but the coincidence is just amazing. I said this about you, I exposed this about you, and then I said that the email was in my inbox. All of a sudden, bam, 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 bam.
Massive hack attack.
Massive hack attack. So there is a circumstantial evidence or circumstantial case that can be said that the only person who stood to gain from that was Nasir El-Rufai.
Wow.
And so when Rotimi Amechi is saying this, I mean,
he doesn't know.
Amechi will say anything that he needs to say. I mean, we see him now in mosque. We're seeing him in Jumat. We're seeing him everywhere. Amechi is fighting for the position of the VP. Abuja Council result. What's happening? Who is winning this Abuja stuff? I think the ADC has really publicized this election because ideally it's a local, election, but this is the first litmus test. Now, I wouldn't put everything to them with respect to these elections because, again, the formation of ADC just only started a few months ago. Albeit, they're very late, to the party. I was saying it that all this, their coalition back and forth should have been concluded almost like a year or 2 years ago. Yeah. So Bush and Lonson is like it's getting very late for them. I mean, them also might come out from that, but it is what it is. I joined Obedience to march for Peter Obi. I went everywhere in Surulere and other parts of Lagos. Good luck. I did this in good faith, believing Nigeria will be better if this man wins. There is no tribal coloration. I didn't do this as Bayo, a Yoruba guy. I did it as a Nigerian, believing things will get better for everyone. Okay, nobody realized I was Yoruba when I did this. I didn't see Chinedu or Uchenna or Igbos when they supported Peter Obi. I thought we all wanted the same thing. My question is, if I lead 200 Yoruba people to march for Tinubu, will this be perceived? Okay. I've missed the law. Please update me in one tweet. Okay, what's happening? In nutshell, 1 hour ago, FCT poll, results from Hamac, APC, 13,735 votes. How can LP have 0 votes? For them to actually be on the ballot, that means the only candidates who are on the ballot. ADC 4,000, SDP 688, PDP 1378 vote. Updates results from AMAC. Situation room updates. Is this true? Let me see if it's true. Okay, there's nobody. Let me see if this is true for now. The post is showing this. Okay, this is actually a reply. No. Early tallies indicates ADC's dominance in key units like AMAC, AMAC, where candidate Christopher Maikalagu leads. I don't even know who the heck the guy is. The full official result remains pending as upload has only reached 68% by the evening. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens after this one. That's 1 hour ago. Right now, I think things you didn't miss much. Yes, just people are dragging. Okay, I don't want to hear about this. Election don't humble this APC guy. This was before and after or more. I need to read this one. You need to see this one. Let's look at this.
This is not Obiakpo.
Okay.
You can't write votes in AMAC.
Okay.
He cannot.
Okay.
Somebody should tell the minister that Dr. Mo says that the will of the people will count.
No, 100%.
On Saturday, there's going to be a new AMAC.
Oh, yes.
Where boldness, objectivity,
oh, yeah.
decisiveness, and fearlessness will take center stage.
Okay.
This is not Obiakpo.
Okay. This was him before the election. I saw this clip and I was like, this guy needs to start behaving, as somebody, as a local government chairman, not as a student union leader. That was him before the election. This is today. The result has not even come out, though. I will interview. Yeah, so that's the reality. This is before and this
is not Obiakpo. You can't write votes in AMAC. He cannot. Somebody should tell the minister that Dr. Mo says that the will of the people will count. On Saturday, there's going to be a new AMAC where boldness, objectivity, decisiveness, and fearlessness will take center stage.
Okay, so yeah, that's the reality. That's what we're facing right now. What else? Let's see. Okay, let's see what we've got as of now. Let me just do ADC. Abuja. Let me see what's happening. Yeah, we've seen this one where people decided to say, you know what, no, nothing is happening. At this point, APC. Okay, no, I don't need this one. Let me see the latest. ADC Abuja, please mount guard and secure your vote. 1 minute ago, mount guard and secure your dude. It sounds like someone's got a serious case of small fire shooter. If Peter Obi made a strategic move, maybe focus on politics instead of throwing shade at the man. What's your take? What's this one again? Peter Obi found a way to insert. Okay, I don't want to. You must think the world revolves around you all. Okay, I don't want to read that one. What's happening with ADC? In a few hours' time, we'll see the selection. ADC should stand their ground. Yeah, I mean, it's going for okay, let me see this one. For IMAC chairmanship in today's FCT, okay, INEC cleared 16 of them all. Okay, that's good. What's happening here? Update on Hamac election. Well, we're still waiting for the numbers. Anyways, we're still waiting for the numbers. Nothing much as I can see. So maybe I'll just talk about something else. Because things are quite different. No ADC person is inside the coalition rooms. What? It's only filled with only APC people. Not even PDP is inside at 10 p.m. Our democracy is gone. What's the point? This woman is standing outside with a few obedient. Where are ADC dogs on social media shouting every day? Sell out. Okay, let's look at this.
No ADC person is inside. No ADC person is inside.
Okay.
ADC person is not inside.
No PDP.
No PDP, only APC neither inside. No ADC person is inside, oh. No ADC person is inside, oh. ADC needs to enter inside, oh. ADC is not inside, oh. More than a year, oh. No ADC is inside. No ADC is inside. ADC.
Okay.
Go. We need an ADC inside. ADC. ADC person needs to be inside.
Wow. We can never change as a country. It's just unfortunate. Let me say we will change, but the way it is right now, it's just crazy. Okay.
I said, look at that. Did what? He said what? Let it inside. But the APC inside is more than one.
Okay, so now this noise maker, how come Paro, no ADC person since I want something say okay, ADC one only. Say, but it's not, it's just one person. It's the people APC is more than one. I don't understand how these people run their politics, to be honest with you.
No! APC is more than one! It's more than! I know them! I say I know them! It's inside! Look at it
now! This is the people that they want to use to defeat the behemoth called APC. You're gonna try. You're gonna try. There is no coordination. And maybe these guys are not really, APC, ADC spokesperson. I understand. But then you have to rein them in. Until Basoro from party as ADC, right? You've got to rein them in. What's all this? Only PDP, I not go inside. What the PDP won't go do? PDP is already conquered now, at least temporarily. I don't know what happens when Wike changes his mind. That part is already gone. Like, again, and Mio underestimates the power that, PDP has. PDP still has a very, very strong party network in Nigeria. But as we speak right now, only identity crisis. PDP. Real identity. We don't even know which one is which. You understand? But again, that's just me. What do you mean our person needs to go inside? I believe before this day, there would have been designated officials to in that coalition. You cannot just come inside because you are just one content creator. It doesn't work that way. She's an observer from who? Talo card. Anyways, we'll see. ADC. Let me see again. Okay, this is 10 minutes ago. FCC. This is just a poll. And I don't want to do poll. I want to see coalition result. I want to see full local government results, or at least at that coalition level. But look at this one. 10 minutes ago, FCT council poll results. Kobe Saki settlement. PUO 85. APC had 61. ADC had 09. Okay, let's look at it again. ADC had 09. ABGA had 4. PDP 01. How you would they get one? I one day inside coalition room. I'm just saying. Coalition room. It doesn't work that way, bro. Yeah, which one is this one again? This is another one. Okay. Now, I think they should enter the coalition room. I'm just saying. ADC 1. Nuku Primary School. ADC 01. At least somebody came. Maybe it was the party agent that voted. APC 96. PDP 60. YPP 19. I wish that ADC Otele moves to like number 2 when it comes to election, so that at least there will be that traction and people will definitely ordinarily coalesce under them. But in Qatar recording here, okay, that's not what we're seeing. ADC is not even pulling its weight at all. Go. We'll see. A PDP candidate on life support. Look at this one. A PDP candidate on life support has more advantage. Okay, has more advantage than an ADC that is fully fit. Who is this? Oh more. That's not fair. That's not fair. Why would you say that? ADC. Let me see this one. But they don't. The way figure 1 is written down, ADC and PDP is different from APC. Look at this one. That's where ADC UMBO. Whoa, 90. See, okay, this is 5. Then they wrote 9 and 1. Stevie Mindale. Yeah, but again, how do you know if this is true or not? You have to look for at those that signed. Who signed these results? Do they agree that this was what they signed to? Or assented to, rather? Okay, that's very important. Yeah, okay, let's see. ADC, let me see. ADC Amak. After today, at least we go see what's in the sub with all this party. When you check the RF portal, you ignore the noise on social media. The APC candidate in Mike's ahead from the random check. I did across different world. Over 80% of the results out so far for the ANEC chairmanship, and APC is leading more 3x against ADC. Look at that. When you check the RF portal, you will ignore all the social media noise. Let me see if I can check the RF portal. Maybe we go check RF portal, right? Let's see. Let me see if I can get RF portal. Make we see. How do I check RF portal? RF portal. Nigeria FCT election. Let me see if I can get the link elections. Let me see if this thing will give me a link, and then I can give me links. Let me see. Okay. Results. Let's see. We go see I'm here now. And this is where we get, okay, let's see, election type. Yeah, today is 21. Okay, oh boy, let me see Amak. Where's Amak? It's giving us by, okay, councillor. Let me see if I can see Amak. Okay, most recent and ongoing. Let me see if I can see Amak. Okay, it's not giving me by Amak or more. Like I don't know what I do. 1 sec, please. Okay, let me just start from the first one. Where's this one? 63.64. This is FCT. This is a ward 11 polling units. Abaji local government FCT 01. Make I open them. Uploaded. Okay, results. Let's see. Recent results. 7 submitted out of 11. Okay, let me see recent results. Okay, this is it. So these are all the polling units. Okay, polling units. Reports. This is under FCT 01. 7 is submitted. Quick view. Okay, let me see this one. APC 146, PDP 68, ADC 5. more. I feel broken when I see scenes like this in our politics. This simply means the coalition opposition is not organized at all. I've been saying this, I've been shouting. To be honest with you, you don't even need to like Obi. You don't even need to like Atiku. You need to always be in support of an opposition in any government, even if you are in the ruling party. Why? Because there is a lot of balls that is being dropped by whatever party. Even if Peter Obi was a president today, there will be a lot of balls that will be dropped. That's just the way life is. By Sherini. So what is the job of the opposition party? The opposition party is now meant to be that person, that group rather, that will ensure that they are not sleeping. So if the ruling party is sleeping just for 6 hours a day, the opposition party should not be sleeping more than 5 hours a day. Because like gbogbo security problems serious opposition party that is where they will concentrate on, giving people by the day, by the hour situation, telling Tinubu that he's messing up when it comes to security. That is the job of the opposition, trying to use their members in the Senate and in the House of Rep to ensure that Nigerians can be heard. In Kotan, opposition party, we don't even have an opposition party to even start with. Okay, we don't. And they failed in that opposition way. But again, but there may be some things that Tinubu is doing right. It's not the job of the opposition party to tell Nigerians that Tinubu is doing this thing right. That's the job of whoever is in power. But the opposition party must always be putting it to the ruling party that you guys are not doing this right, you guys are not doing this right, you guys are not doing this right. But that's not what we're seeing. But again, when my booming everyone to his own. Okay, so this is the first one. The first one, Timothy Okokoshi uploaded. IREV. You people asked for transmission. Let me go back to see if I can close this one. Let me close. That's the first one. Again. A baggy primary school. Just today, coming out, uploaded. Who they lead this one? Okay, uploaded that ADC 2. Want to sign? They don't even sign. One sign LA now. ADC 2. APC 99. Even PDP, a dying PDP. A dying PDP is still giving 92. And right now, the way it is now, they are pushing that PDP coalesce behind Tinubu. That's the way it is right now. They're not coalescing against the ADC or whatever it's called. In fact, they have a hand axe to grind with Atiku. So PDP will naturally not go the way of ADC. You see what I'm talking about? That's another one. That's just the first one. I just opened 2. Let me see number 3. APC 55, ADC 0. What is this? 0? Damn. PDP 38. This is crazy. Number 4. APC 101, ADC 2. YPP, even YPP has 60. Wow. Okay, so let me see. If you know any other one where possibly, okay, that's the first one. Let me go again. Let me go back. This is IREV, right? This is IREV. Okay. Recent results. Okay. Let's go to Kuje. At least Kuje. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. So there is 76. They've submitted 69. Recent results. Uploaded results. Let me see. Recent results. This is 69. I'm just going to randomly select and choose and see what's happening. Sauka. Kofasaki. Let me see what's happening. I will only lead in maybe ADC 7. AP. Oh, more. LUP 72. APC 80. CPDP, bro. CPDP 122. CPDP 122. CADC, where you have the big ones, the RFI, the OB, the Atiku, there's nothing. Nothing. Look at that. 122 PDP, APC 80. PDP is even a dime PDP is even way much more popular than an ADC. Okay? At least these are electronically transmitted. ADC 4, APC 22, PDP 47. I think some PDP might win. I think you might have some PDP council. These guys are still very, very, very strong. These guys are still very, very, very strong. ADC this is a disgrace. And there is nobody to sign. Why are they not signing? Number of voters 644. Total valid votes 78. That's just around 10% plus. Damn. Wow. I'm going to close this one and move on. This is a disaster for ADC. Look at this one. How can you not even have people to sign? Okay, they have someone to sign here. ADC 10. Okay. APC 91. This is the one that they saw that they said they might have actually changed it. Union Home Estate. If they've changed it, then you can carry. But with this vote now, I don't think there's any case for you to say you want to reject the results. Because this is crazy. ADC 10. APC 69. PDP is Kuje. I think PDP might win Kuje. I think PDP might win Kuje. With what I'm seeing right here. This is Kuje, right? Yeah. Councillor. Right. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is not play. ADC 1. APC 41. PDP 120. Everybody was shouting Dr. Mo, Dr. Mo. One she underneath. Look at this. 120. PDP. Even APC can't even come close. APC might win this location. Wow. Again, I'm just saying. The opposition party, they need to organize. I've looked at more than how many now? 5 under this Kuje location. Ward Kuje, local government Kuje. Under this, let me see this one. ADC 0. Job was, what is this? I don't even know what this person wrote. APC 3. PDP 10. There's a long way. There's a long way to go, man. I'm just saying. But there's a long way to go. But again, Kilamaso. Okay, let me close. Let me go back and look at others. Okay, ADC. I think ADC naturally we just. Which one am I going to look at again here? Okay, this municipal. Okay, this is Kano State constituency chairman. Okay, let me look at chairmanship. Kuje. Okay, let me look at chairmanship. Kuje. Let me see. Municipal. I think this is the AMAC municipal. Okay, let me look at chairmanship. Municipal. Okay, this is 1,141 out of 1,401. So this is almost like 80%. This is 80% loaded. I just have one results. One got declare in this one. In this case, recent result uploaded. Maybe ADC will do better in this one because we were ADC Ironio. It be the Dr. Mo, I believe, right? Let me see this one. Yeah. APO Village. Okay, near Dankogi filling station. What do we have here? Let's look at it. Maybe this one will be good. Okay, 52. Okay, not bad. But APC has 174. PDP has 2. For chairmanship, SDP 1, YPP 1. Ajayola Oluwatomilade is the person that is the presiding officer. Okay, so ADC 52, APC, okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Although it's not winning, but it's not bad. Let me see this one. ADC 11, APC 4, okay, YPP 1, okay. Success Godfrey, okay, that's fine. Let me see another one. Let me just pick randomly. This is 1,141, but let me just see this one. So we'll see what happens. Why is everyone she way by? ADC 41, APC 158. This is where FCT, this is AMAC, I believe. This is Garki Ward. Okay. What's happening here? Yeah, APC 158. What's PDP? 8. Wow. Okay, I think I have an idea what's happening. There are some places where possibly you have these councillors, they're having higher ground like Kuje. You have a lot of PDP councillors winning. But when it comes to chairmanship, I think they're just moving all to the APC guys. That's what I think is happening here. But again, I mean, that's my own thoughts. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. But I don't think ADC is going to get anything. I don't think ADC is going to get anything, unfortunately. And again, to be fair to ADC, to be honest to them also, I think that the preparation, because, you know, this whole ADC arrangement, once it late into the whole party thing, and we shouldn't judge them 100% with whatever performance Tobagbija Delany. But the problem, Timoni, with ADC is that they don't seem to be well organized and serious. So even if I don't judge them with this performance, then I don't know. Which kind of result is this? How many people? Four voters. Who is this? Where is this one? I don't think this is correct. Anyway, 2. ADC 1, 2, APC 1, ABGA 1. That's not material for us to consider. Let me see. People didn't really come out to vote, just to be honest with you. Okay, this one, ADC 2, APC 21. Done upside down. Okay. Yeah, so that's the reality on ground. Let me go back to Twitter to see what's happening. But I think APC chairmanship, when it comes to councillorship, you're going to see a lot of PDP win. And then you're going to see a lot of some ADC also win. But again, I think chairmanship, you're going to have a lot of APC. I guess that's the way they campaign. I don't know what Wike is doing. I don't know what Wike is doing, but that's what I think is happening right now. Wike is making sure that his own guys that are PDP, you know, they still campaign, they're still winning. But when it comes to the chairmanship, is making sure that APC, guys in APC, and again, you saw what happened just a few days to the election. A lot of these PDP chairmanship guys, they one better saying step down from ADC. Sorry, from APC. Confuse everybody. Look at this one again. ADC 10, APC 60. So again, this is live and direct. This is IREV, okay? This is not me. So again, Koshemio, and me call the Moniki party ADC my perform. Results to Jade, and again, you can always dispute it. You can go to the tribunal. You can say it's not right, but then you have to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt why some of this, like really by say what the Tipex said, well, ADC 3. But what yin kokolenyi, this is a suspect. This is a suspect. This is a real suspect. One ye ADC, one closer, because this looks like a 43, right? And you need the other sign. So she sign ye laying but to sign you like this one. If you're an ADC agent and you've signed, you need to have the original copy or take a picture of what you signed. That should now be communicated to your superior at the collation center, and they can dispute that. Again, I'm just saying, allegedly, because this looks like they cleaned up something here. But again, I mean, it is what it is. You know, this looks like they cleaned up. It looks like they cleaned up something here. Let me see. Let me just put it here. You can see that 346, and then you have nothing here. But again, that's the job of the opposition to complain and to work with. Okay, so that's chairmanship for the municipal. I think that should be the biggest. That should be the biggest. And what more can I say? Let's see what's happening. Yeah, so this is IRA for you. Let me see again. Chairmanship. Which other one? Where is ADC leading? This last result is manipulated. What are the agents doing? It looks manipulated to me too. I think even though if at the end of the day ADC doesn't win, I think you can still go after whoever is manipulating that result. Yeah, and if you can prove that it was really manipulated, I think that they should get some kind of enforcement against those people. Either you arrest them, let them spend some time in jail, and and maybe you restate the right one. But it looks manipulated to me too. I wouldn't lie. Like, how are you gonna put T-Pex on top? So once you get agent and sign, time about to sign on top to our law, they will now change it. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. Yeah, but again, that's something that I think the opposition party should pursue after. Even if you don't win, you still want to ensure that whoever is manipulating results, is brought to justice. And also the other issue of ballot buying and all that. You should be able to have people that are more like, I would call them undercover agents, just for the purpose of ensuring that all of this malfeasance is exposed. I'm serious. It's not even just about winning an election. The job of the opposition is also to strengthen the whole system. So even if I don't win now, but I'm also pushing some reforms, forget about what will happen. Maybe the court won't take your case and all that. No, you must still be able to pursue it. Not just social media. Or not just shaming on social media. No, pursue it legally. Let it be documented. Let there be a way, around it. But again, that's my opinion to me, but I mean, we'll see what happens. Okay, which one is this one? Gwangwalada. You know that song, Abby? Okay, Giri Primary School. Let's see this one. APC 4, nothing on ADC. Wow, okay. I think this is not that much populated. It was a low turnout. Let's see this one. Why didn't they even upload this thing like this? Now, I can't even see this one. But what I'm seeing here, APC 57, ADC 1. Wow. Nothing for them here. Let's see. University Gate. Let me see this one. At least when something is called University Gate, maybe there's a university there. University Gate open. At least you should have some people that are well informed there. ADC 3. I lost school. Don't call me there. APC 32. PDP 32. PDP still there strong. We can just do both. In the like guy. Anyways, I don't gonna say anything. This was another one, right? 39 APC, PDP 24, ADC 5. It's over. It's over. We'll see what happens, but somebody will say nothing will happen. Okay. Yeah, so that's that. Let me see what's happening again on when you check. So this was actually what led me to go to IREV. When you check the IREV portal, you ignore all this noise in social media. The APC candidate in mics ahead from the random check I did across different wards. Over 80% of the result out so far for the AMAC chairmanship, and APC is leading by more than 3 times against the ADC. And that's what we've seen. Ngotasha check me, and that's what we've seen. So again, we'll see what happens. Let me just wait in. Let me batch into this space. Let me see what they're talking about. Abuja Council election result. What's going on? ADC coalition. ADC is not a coalition. It's just a party for people that are coming together, that they're disgruntled with the current party in power and maybe current opposition formation that want to put in a new, opposition, because all these other opposition parties, they're still retaining their original state. So they're not really coalescing. It's just individuals that are really, coming together. But again,
I think that's our problem more than protection of votes. Because the 8 votes that we got in some polling units, they gave them to us now. Is there a place that they can pay your vote?
They are not prepared. They are not ready. They are not prepared. It is the fact. Okay, you are saying that.
Oh God, people
even credible in the first place.
What?
No,
see, forget about credibility of election.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. If you have strategy,
because
and you know how to
use their federal power to have their way, and that's the honest truth.
Okay.
Now let me tell you something. See, when a thief, you know that this person is a thief, and to catch a thief, you have to prepare and have the mindset of a thief for you to be able to catch a thief.
Exactly.
It is the fact.
Exactly.
You don't think you can use a gentlemanism to think you can be able to capture a thief. If you don't do that, you have to be ready for anything. So don't think we will follow Kineko. My brother, you are just joking. It is the fact.
Okay.
Okay, in a situation whereby APC is having five agents, if ADC also have about 4 or 3 3 agents in one polling unit, don't you think there is? Yes, we know that. Yes, these people, no matter what wants to happen, at least. But in a situation whereby nothing is going on,
Is there
there's
any
no.
proof that there were votes in some polling units and there were no people to protect the votes?
I mean,
Because I don't understand
what is this one talking about? Own one, no space. You are saying, is there any proof? We've seen live results. Live result, there are some places where ADC agent did not even sign. There was even no ADC agent. Even if the vote is going to be 0, at least let it be 1, maybe 1, the agent himself voting. The problem that I'm having is that at the level of execution, this opposition party won't try rara. When I cover Anambra State elections, just Anambra State elections alone, I saw the situation room of ABGA, which is Professor Soludo, Governor Soludo's situation room. And I looked at the situation room of LP. The difference was crazy. These guys don't even know how to run a political party. They don't know how to run a mobilization strategy. They don't even know how to run elections. They don't. So you're now complaining that people are not coming out to vote. Why would they come and vote? Because you're not serious. Oh, serious now? Everybody was shouting Dr. Mo, Dr. Mo, Dr. Mo. But Dr. Mo is just one out of the other people. There were like 6 or 7 chairmanship. Anyways, that's that. What's happening? That's a discussion, but they're not just serious. That's just it. This is the 2026 AMAC chairmanship election. Okay, let me see again. This is the latest. Let me see if there's any other thing happening here. If you go here, ADC is winning. If you come here, APC is winning. Please, who is winning AMAC? Go to the IREV and check. You're gonna see who is winning AMAC there. You would know based on the coalition, and that's the reality. Let me see if there's anything on top here. Okay, this is old news. This is this thing. ADC is undoubtedly the party that will salvage Nigeria. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, nothing really much. Let me see again. Let me see if I can get anything else. If not, I just have to chill a bit and then come and do maybe tomorrow morning. Do a summary stuff. This result is very laughable. Why the noise, for crying out loud? They are not serious. It's painful. It's painful. Seriously, the opposition in Nigeria. I mean, I think to start with, actually, PDP believed they would ever be in opposition. They never believed that they would ever be in opposition. But life happens, right? Life happens. In 2015, they were kicked to the opposition. And from 2015 up until date, they've never played that opposition party. Some people also have the idea that APC, which was an opposition, since they've held power since 2015, they've not also been able to tell people or show people that they have the ability to lead the country. So there's that school of thought. Now you can always, dive into say, okay, this administration was way bad. This administration is trying and all that. Arguments here, we can always have it. But again, talking about where we had, the way APC was playing opposition in 2015, it was really crazy. It was mad. It was really, really mad. They were really all in. Got off with Jonathan in 2015. Oh, crazy. But again, that's where it's over for APs. This was 6 hours ago. I don't think you can say that again. But we'll see. We'll see the whole thing. 16 minutes ago. Let me see this one. Official INEC results for the for February 21, 2026 FCT Area Council has still been collated and uploaded on IRF. Primary reports show mixed outcome. ADC is leading in AMAC party update, 28K versus ADC is leading. When was this one? That was 5 p.m. That's which one is this? That's 5 p.m. So a few minutes ago. But APC winning several polling units elsewhere. No overall winner yet. Check INEC for update. Yeah, I don't think this is highly correct, but we'll see. We'll see. I think it was just explaining that photo. We'll see what happens. The problem with ADC leaders is that they are not realistic. Facing Tinubu alone is a big task, than combining Tinubu and Wike is bigger. The problem with ADC leaders is that they are not realistic. Facing Tinubu alone is a big task. Then combining Tinubu and Wike is bigger. Yet ADC leaders are treating elections like 2011. Things have changed. Wike stepped out today. Senator Kingibe was busy complaining. Yeah, I saw that interview that they had with Seun Okibaloye. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Okay, 26 minutes ago, no official winner yet. Okay. Yeah, ADC defeats APC at key AMAC polling unit in FCT elections. Which one is this one? Let me see this. The contest does not exist. Okay, yeah, there's nothing. Okay, 31 governors, majority Senate, majority House of Rep, in charge of police, in charge of military. With all this, they are still Are they still able to allow free and fair election? We must insist. Peter Gregory Obi is coming. ADC for the win in Abuja AMAC polls. This was 34 minutes ago. We're gonna see Justin. INEC shuts down IREF. What? INEC shuts down IREF? That's 5 hours ago. No, we just checked IREF now. So again, that's not true. We just checked IREF now. That's not true. Okay. And that's it. That's it, guys. We'll see let me see where things stand. This was 38 minutes ago. There are reports of vote buying during the FCT council election. Again, vote buying is just in the just concluded small election. Okay. Many elections haven't even started, but people chose to be stupid. This wouldn't be possible if Nigerians weren't willing to sell their vote. Despite all that's happening right before our eyes, people are still willing to sell their vote for 5,000 naira only. We are our own problem in this country. The other time in Anambra State governorship election was gala and malt. What a shame. That's Daniel Rega speaking. Elections are like running a multi-state company. You get a product, then market its benefit to consumer. If consumers do not buy, reduce price, change promotion tactics, and re-enter the marketplace, you change tactics. You can't win market share without a product. The people I'm talking to know themselves. Wow. Spot on, no real product. Policies that fix the economy, zero market share in 2027. Voters are done buying hype, I hope. Who's ready to slash the price and actually deliver? Okay, we'll see what happens. Let me see this one. People are coming to their senses and are now accepting the reality that no one can defeat Tinubu in 2027. Well, except God. I mean, and that doesn't mean election, right? I'm just saying that except it's not running, right?
Popular Peter Obi. Okay. Do you agree 2027 Peter Obi is going to win the election?
In 2027, I don't agree Peter Obi is going to win the election.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that's the reality. These ladies decided, okay, let me see. I'm just trying to see if I can see anything with respect to the elections. Okay. This is the situation room in APC. Okay, APC situation room.
Here, it's 0 at the other point, and this is the breakdown of the result here. Show me the results on the map on one. So this is the results here, sir. Municipal, APC had.
Okay. I don't know where ADC situation room. Let me see if I can get ADC situation room. ADC situation room. ADC National Situation Room monitoring the ongoing. Yeah, this is good. I mean, I won't lie. This is good. Yeah. So this is ADC situation room, which is an upgrade from what I saw during the Anambra election. The Anambra election situation room was a very, 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 very ridiculous sight. I won't say more than that. You can look for it. It's on X. Yeah, okay. Situation room is active for Dr. Moses. Yeah, this is not bad. I mean, yeah, that's a good upgrade. Yeah, happening now at the situation room. Okay, let me see. This is 39 minutes ago. APC situation room. Let me see APC situation room. Let me see what they're saying there right now. We're winning FCT. The situation room is hyperactive. Ganduje Abdulrahmani Dakwa Abiodun currently monitoring the FCT local government election at the APC situation room. APCs are not here to play. Okay. We'll see what happens. FCT election, APC situation room, or who kicked against some same character who kicked against electronic transmission of result now using the same. Okay. Yeah. APC is posting results from their situation room. Let's see results from ADC. Yeah, this was 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago. Let's see results. They need to be more serious than this. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. Okay, that's it. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let me see if I can actually see decides again. Abuja decides. Let me see. FCT decides. FCT decides. Okay. So this is what I would say. The reason why people didn't turn up is just because they don't believe. They don't really believe so much that the opposition is going to present something like a better change. And as you can see, that's just the reality. Yeah, okay, let me see. Let me see what's happening on the TV stations, YouTube and all that, with Abuja. Okay.
How did they? They're the ones who.
APC scoring 0 in many polling units. That's not true. I mean, how would you say that? Look at that. APC scoring 0 in many polling units. That's not true. Let me see. FCT decides. Let me see this one. 3 hours ago, 13 hours ago, 11 hours ago. Okay, this is me, 45 people watching. Let me say, INEC don't start today. Upload FCT result live on IREB. We've seen that one. This is 13 hours ago. Okay, FCT result coalition begins across. Yeah, we've seen this one. Let me see.
I was quickly bringing Princess Hammond Obels, who is the director of the Electoral Hub, joining us live from Abuja studios, just for a bit of in-depth analysis on what we've seen so far from situation rooms. Now, Princess, you are the director of the Electoral Hub, and that means that you've seen what's been going on the entirety of today, all the way to the end of polls at 2:30. Talk to me from the situation room. What has stood out so much so from the entirety of these elections?
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. So it's been both the good and the sad, I would say. Sad because this election, at least around the Amak area, has really been poor in terms of voter turnout. I mean, you had some polling units where you had over 2,000 registered voters. I had led, as at 2 p.m., you get there and only 30 persons have voted, which is literally less than 10%.
They don't care. They don't really care. They're like, they may not like the party in power, okay? But what I would say, like opposition, no, they don't care about them. That's the reality.
Of voters at that particular polling unit. And this cut across a lot of the polling units that we visited throughout today. The voter turnout was very poor. But one of the good things I observed moving around the FCT Abuja area today is the fact that I didn't witness or observe any vote buying or selling at all.
You
for
didn't?
Me, that was a good point.
Because in Gotemik a lot of people were trying to buy votes. I mean, that was one of the things. In fact, Dr. Mo said that there were a lot of vote buying. No, so I don't know.
This election. Then another thing we ought
again allegedly. I'm not. I mean, so that was what happened. I'm saying that was the report that we had from the AMAC chairman candidate. So again, good and sad, right?
Yeah. Is the presence of security. So overwhelmingly, so we had too many security in a lot of places, especially around the city, where many of the roads are actually blocked, and you have a lot of security presence at those blockades and all of that. And I think that was a bit excessive. I mean, even if you want to deter people from moving around, the presence was too much. It could have been less than that. And
yeah, but it's better that you have security than you to not have and then you need them. I mean, that's my thought.
As well is the way the polling units are located and situated. INEC has been on this migration of voters as well as the congesting polling units and devolving polling units so that there will be better electoral services to voters. But moving around today, we still had issues where you have multiple polling units in one place. Then you have stretch of places without polling units at all. For instance, take Life Camp. The main road inside the Life Camp leading to the minister's quarters, for instance, you have between the JSS school in Life Camp to after Beggar Camp, you have 16 polling units just on that road. Many of them located together in a spot. But if you drive all the way back towards Stella Maris, all the way to Cafe, you only see one polling unit. All the way to Cafe Garden Estate, Benza Amas, all the way to the Gwarimpa side. We didn't observe any polling units at all.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, whoever done that, I think this thing is always systematic.
Just that one road, you had like 16 polling units. And I think that is not good enough.
Yeah,
this means that a lot of people staying in those other places won't be able to vote because there's no movement on election day. So how do you expect them to come from those distances to where these polling units are located to come and vote? So I think that's something INEC would need to look into to really address this polling unit issue. I mean, let it really be decentralized.
And again, you could actually make it based on certain kilometers, by certain in certain areas based on population density. People are when you're how is it easy for them to get around? There should be like a minimum. Okay, there may be places where you have a lot of people, then you want to put a lot of stuff, kakiri. But outside that, I mean, I do agree.
Accessible to voters. They also had
what she said,
located in places where you have the polling unit at the other side of the road, then the register is pasted on across the road from where you're supposed to vote. And I thought that was a bit messy, especially where you have cars moving on the road. That is a bit risky for voters. Then also for people with disability to be able to also navigate that. It will be too strenuous for them. So those are the issues that INEC will need to look into in addressing polling units access for voters, so that voters really have access to the polling units. And another thing observed is that relatively, the elections have been very peaceful. I didn't witness any incidences. Both the pool officials, party agents, security officers, all the places we went to since morning, everybody has behaved very professionally and have tried to conduct themselves with utmost care and all of that. Right. So if I want to assess the election, as it's so far so good, but the sore point is just the hopeful and horrible voter turnout.
Look into Alec already knows this now. Yeah. I mean, I agree. But if there is an allegation or if there is actually an observation, I think it's something that they need to actually wade into and make sure that things are done properly.
And horrible voter turnout. Voter turnout has been characterized when we look at local government election, not just in the FCT, but also in Lagos as well, and some other parts of the country when local government elections were conducted last year. and we're seeing the numbers continue to dwindle over and over again. And that will be a conversation for.
I think at some point, local government election will be very, very important, maybe even more than some other elections in Nigeria, with what Tinubu has done with local government autonomy. With local government autonomy, we're moving, the decision is now getting, clearer that the guy in charge of your own local government area, the councillors that are responsible for, day-to-day operate decision making are now going to be more visible. So this is something that I think, and that's what local government autonomy will do. And then it becomes more competitive. It should not be the case where they'll just give you somebody, you don't even know who the person is. It becomes more competitive. And I think it's a very, very good welcome development. And I think we'll start to see this kind of a competition. Once time about the federal government goes to the local government straight. Now, you know that this guy, this Mr. Rufus, to one a local government, this is the amount of money that is coming to him. And then, it is. The guy in charge will simply get more thuggish, not competitive. Then, of course, at some point, there might also then be a pushback because people are now people will now be more aware. Because now you can actually go to the pages of, you can go to any federal government website that shows, how much goes to the local government. And you can easily see for yourself, okay, this is the money that is coming to this local government. What are you doing about it? It's going to be competitive. It might be thuggish, but at some point, I think it's still a welcome development for you to see, that autonomy work. But I agree. Right now, it's even still thuggish, though.
Another day regarding why we keep seeing voter apathy and the reduction in voter turnout. But I want to focus on the polling unit issues that you talked about, which is the evolving and devolvement and also the relocation of polling units. And whose job is it to inform voters ahead of time where they're supposed to vote? And even the absence of polling unit whatsoever. I mean, it's one thing to say that voters are not turning out to vote, but there's another for where you come out to vote and on getting there, you realize that your polling units have been relocated or changed. And so let's talk about that, right? Very quickly, because I do understand one of our correspondents is on standby. But very quickly, your response to whose job is it for voter education and why do we keep seeing this issue of polling units, the non-existence of it, changing and relocation?
Okay, so the job of polling units, information, location, and everything about polling unit management is INEC. So the EMB is responsible for that and to publicize it, to inform voters well ahead of time that, okay, this is why they've migrated them. It's our responsibility to inform voters that this is your new polling unit. But I understand that there was not enough of that. So possibly that is why some voters, like even today, there was an older woman that was pretty frustrated. She went, this was at the JSS, the life camp. She went there and there are like 6 polling units inside the JSS. And after waiting in a particular polling unit, after a while, she's turned back again to say that, oh, this is not your polling unit, go to that next polling. And at the time we saw her at the third time, she was pretty frustrated and we had to try to even calm her down that, oh no, she's just be patient and always go to check for the names on the wall first to be sure that a name is in that particular polling unit before she goes to queue. Because I think what she does, she just goes to queue. Then when she gets to...
How about it? That one here on shaking in, that's not an issue. You should go and check where your name is before you vote now. Like, what's the...
To the front of the officials and they tell her that, oh no, this is not the polling unit you're supposed to vote. So I think we need to do more work in terms of publicizing polling unit location and for voters to know where their polling units are so that they would be able to get the necessary electoral services that they want.
Just be patient in a whole JG go better. I mean,
thank you.
It's crazy.
Princess, I must say thank you for taking out the time to join us.
Yeah, that's it.
Joining us from our Abuja studio, one of the members there of the electoral hub. She's been in the Situation Room. I've been following the elections across the 6 area councils in Abuja.
Okay, so it's six area council. Okay, that's fine. FCT, people don't trust the process. Polling units were empty. This is Arise TV. I won't watch this one, but let's see. FCT election observer. Oh, this guy's an observer. Let's see what he has to say.
INEC remains the most inclusive organization today. And I want to also publicly applaud you for appointing a gender essay in your office. That's the first time we're seeing that. But we need to.
What do you mean gender?
In your office.
Wait.
Appointing a gender essay in your office.
Kilo gender pẹ̀lú election. Results la need. That's what we want. You put a gender, you don't put a gender, you put a this thing, it doesn't really matter. Kò sí ètò kan mi pẹ̀lú gender.
That's the first time we're seeing that. But we need to be very conscious of the level of voter apathy that we're experiencing, which I need you, Chairman, to also let the public know that it's not INEC's responsibility
of course
when we're having voter apathy. However, it is the responsibility of everybody. Everybody must put hands together so that we can solve the issue of voter apathy. You know, this may not go down well with you or anybody who is watching. Politicians need to stop conducting themselves in such a manner that does not improve public confidence in the voting pattern and processes. And that's what we are seeing today. We see polling units empty, nobody to vote. So Chairman,
it's your point, and like I said at the stakeholders conference, we all have our own role to play. I am going around to see things myself.
This is Amukpito.
Fantastic.
And you agree
that
do
camera here. Okay, is this the chairman? Yeah.
As far as this election is concerned, it's still so there will be improvement. Voters apathy will play our own part to address it. South Africa too, you are doing a lot, but you have to do more because the responsibility is shared. As for politicians, we are doing everything possible to end era of political shenanigans. But you know, you cannot just end it in one day. We'll do our best. We'll do our best to ensure that there is a democratic culture and tradition. So there are certain things I think should know. There are certain things politicians should know and accept. They should.
Well, that was it. That's that about that. We will see what happen. Voters were allocated new polling units, but not informed ahead of time. Okay, yeah, I think we've seen that one. Low voters turnout. At the end of the day, low voters turnout will be hit, and once you have low voters turnout, the incumbent might actually benefit more from that. But that's it. Let me see where things are at this point with FCT. FCT decides. Let me see. Is there any other thing for chairmanship? ADC 60, APC 20. Dino. Dino, so right. Senator Dino, is he back? Okay. I came to vote because the residents in Kurudu are suffering a lot. I want to choose a candidate who can bring change. Okay. Let me see. Unpopular opinion. Most of our uneducated people were trained to pass exam and not solve real problem. Win, pass, win. Everywhere don't blow. Okay. Win, pass, win. Everywhere don't blow. We go see what's up now. Abi, but you know, Abuja has never been an APC stronghold. See, if APC wins, we know it's all rigged. If everything you have against this thing is all rigged, then it's a problem. Yes, ADC is leading by 4,000 votes. Maybe. Let's see the coalition. Let's see what happens by tomorrow morning. Definitely we'll know what's happening. And that's it. Okay, for now I'm gonna take a break and then possibly come back later. Come back later to just catch up on what's been happening. Thanks a lot. Thanks all. The franchise people, they write votes as you like. Yeah, but with beavers, I think that becomes extremely difficult because no matter the votes, no matter what's happening, your vote cannot be more than those that have been accredited by beavers. So that's why you see a lot of how will I call it now? That's why you see a lot of stuffs when manipulation when it comes to the votes, when it comes to the polling unit result sheets, because it can never be more than accredited beavers number. So if 10 people voted, the only thing you can do is to change the number within the party, the distribution of the numbers within the party, Aside that, there's nothing you can do. So, and I think that's why you are seeing that they are reporting voters apathy, because that number you can, like with beavers, you cannot change the numbers, the total. So you can only manipulate within the political parties. But that's where we are. Let me see. I think INEC did not do what it's supposed to do when that statement was made by Wike. Wike is not in election management. Okay. Atiku says that when the Electoral Commission fails to correct undemocratic statement, it affects the people. Okay, we'll see. Okay, that's where we are as of now. And then I would definitely come back. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for the comment. I really do appreciate. And have a good evening. Bye.